Hello everybody, my name is Gadiki2122 and welcome back to Pokémon Fire Red. Last time, we took care of some points of unfinished business, taking care of a few routes that we had already explored but neglected to fight the trainers in an effort to level up Ragna, our new Scyther. We also went into a certain little entrance here, and he gave a certain security guard a certain little bit of tea. And now we find ourselves in Saffron City. There is as much to do here as there is little to do here. As you will see very shortly, this place has some unruly characters at the moment. Excuse me! With Sylph under our control, we can exploit Pokemon around the world. We'll get sticky rich, yeah! Alright, what do we have here? Mr. Psychic's house. This is actually one of the first things I wanted to do, so let's go right in here. Hello, sir. Wait! Don't say a word. You wanted this! Griffin received TM29 from Mr. Psychic. You already know, don't you? TM29 is Psychic. It's an attack that may also lower the target's special stats. This is the TM that I kept talking about, especially when it came to Psychic-type Pokemon. The move Psychic, a strong telekinetic attack. It may also lower the foe's special defense stat. Now, this is a wonderful TM, but bear in mind that you can only get one copy per playthrough. So, before deciding what to teach Psychic to, I would highly recommend you double check to make sure that the Pokemon you want to teach Psychic to doesn't already learn Psychic leveling up. Because if it does learn Psychic leveling up, this is just a waste. But if you're teaching it to a non-Psychic type Pokemon or a Pokemon that doesn't learn Psychic leveling up, it's totally worth it. I don't think I need to be teaching Psychic to any of my Pokemon, but still, it's a good thing to have in the back pocket. So thank you, Mr. Psychic. What is up here? Okay, so there is this building here. What do you have to say, guy? Ha! He's taking a snooze. So this guy's supposed to be on guard, but he is doing a horrible job. What do you have to say, Rocket? My life as a criminal makes me feel so alive. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Now this house we can't go into right this moment. Saffron belongs to Team Rocket. So you keep telling everyone. What do you want? Get lost. Aww. Boss said he'll take down this town in the name of Team Rocket. Yeah, so there isn't a whole lot we can do here. Even the gym is blocked off by a Team Rocket grunt. Don't get defiant or I'll have to hurt you. Don't hurt me. However, there is one particular facility that we can go into that's right next to the gym that seems to be unguarded by Team Rocket, so I say we go on in. This looks like a dojo of some sort. Pwah! You're trespassing in our fighting dojo! Yup. This is a fighting dojo, and as you can imagine, there are lots and lots of beautiful fighting-type Pokemon for Ragna to mow down. So that's what we're going to be doing for the next few minutes. Assuming it even takes a few minutes. Oof, I give up. Once again, Ragna just slayed everything in here. One-shotted everything with Aerial Ace. Hello! I hear you're good. Show me! Well, I hear you gleaned that from just the fact that you were looking across the room. I don't know what else you heard otherwise. Again, just an effortless endeavor. Ooh, Machoke actually survived. And once again, uses foresight like the last guy who had one shot. Seriously, guys. You get one shot to beat me and you just use foresight of all things. Judge, 1 point. Okay. 2 more. Kaya! I have no fear for anything tough. I shatter boulders for training every day. And we get Primate right away. So as you can see straight away, we're now dealing with a big power difference because now they're really starting to bring out some, well, at least some higher level Pokemon. But it's relatively irrelevant next to Ragna and his amazingness. Yow! Stubbed fingers! Oh boy. Ha! Take your shoes off! Why didn't the other 3 guys ask me to do that? So I will say I had this experience when I went to Japan where I was like on this tour like through it was like an old house that was like retrofitted into a museum just to kind of show how old imperial residents of Japan lived. And it was cool, except for the fact that unlike a lot of places I went to where you could just take your shoes off and walk around in your socks, this place required you to wear slippers. And like, I understand that, you know, if you know me in real life, you know that I'm a big guy and I have very big feet. And I know that they probably weren't going to have something quite in my size because I'm above average even for the average American. Of course, this is Japan. But the largest they had was a size women's 9. I'm a men's 15. So I left. I literally just walked out after hitting my head on one too many beams and being told to keep my slippers on, even though it was physically hard for me to do that. Anyway, Grunt! I am the karate master. I am the leader here. You wish to challenge us? God, that was offensive. Expect no mercy. Fwa! Now, this guy, Black Belt Koichi, has some very interesting Pokemon for us to see. Hitmonlee, for starters. Is Ragna gonna destroy them like they did the last time? Yep. Because Ragna is the best. So good, in fact, I may actually have to put Ragna on the back burner for a little bit, because I think it is, at this point, well, it's equal to the highest level Pokemon I have, but that may change in a moment. Sky Uppercut, that's a pretty good move. Too bad it doesn't exist anymore in modern gens, but it's also worse for you that Ragna don't take fighting type moves very well. And that's it! Beaten! That was a lot easier than I remember it being. Indeed, I have lost, but I beseech you, do not take our emblem as your trophy. In return, I will give you a prized fighting Pokemon. Choose whichever one you like. Yes, so we have 2 new Pokemon that we can get. We can only get one of them, you know, just like a lot of cases, it's one per playthrough. But there are some really cool ones. So first of all, let's look at this one first. First of all, Hitmonchan. Let's go into this. Hitmonchan is a very interesting Pokemon that, unfortunately, in this point in the series, does not have the potential that it otherwise could. It has pretty good stats, but the biggest draw of Hitmonchan is its moves. This Hitmonchan will come with Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, and Mach Punch. All really good punching moves that give it a lot of versatility. And this seems like it would be a good thing on paper, having a fighting type that can deal with a lot of different types with a wide variety of types to use. However, the biggest problem with Hitmonchan is the way the types work in this generation. I've brought this up a few times already, but I will say it again. Whether or not a move is considered physical or special has nothing to do with the individual characteristics of a certain move. It has to do with the specific type of move. So in this case, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, and Ice Punch, despite all of them explicitly being punches, are all special attack. And Hitmonchan's special attack is pitiful compared to its physical attack. If this were a different game, a more modern game, I would highly recommend Hitmonchan, because it has good attack, really good special defense, and not too bad speed. But it just doesn't live up to the potential that it is presented with here. Now, its counterpart, on the other hand, Hitmonlee, is actually pretty good. And between the two of them, I would say that this is the strongest one, just because this is just overall better for what it is trying to do. It does not have a wide variety of attacks. What you're pretty much going to be using the whole time is fighting types, normal type moves, and occasionally you'll have a rock type move. But aside from that, not really much else. But here's the thing. Hitmonlee is faster, has the same good special defense as Hitmonchan, and has even better attack. It has 120 attack, which is really good. So if you want a fast fighting Pokemon that has pretty good special defense, unlike a lot of fighting type Pokemon, this is definitely a Pokemon for you. And I am definitely going to be recommending this because, surprise, Hitmonlee is going to be our 6th party member. And I will want to give a nickname to Hitmonlee. We're going to call Hitmonlee Rocklee. Not only because it keeps the Lee part of its name, but also Rocklee is a phenomenal taijutsu character. And if you grew up with Rocklee, you know why Rocklee is awesome. You know about that fight. It's the best. Hitmonlee was transferred to Bill's PC, so we're going to have to go get it. So let's go grab our new party member. All right, so there he is. Our quiet nature, Rocklee. And like that, the team is complete. Unfortunately, that does mean that we're not going to be seeing any more free items from That's Right. But hey, at least we now have the complete squad. Now we just need to work on evolving some of our Pokemon, but hey, we're not too far off from doing that. Now, before we do anything with our new Rocklee, I want to go ahead and teach Rocklee Rock Tomb. This may seem strange, but teaching it Rock Tomb will give Rocklee a lot of coverage against specific Pokemon, and I would like to have that straight away. So we're going to get rid of Focus Energy for now, and we're going to replace it with Rock Tomb. All right. Now, aside from one big, obvious thing going on, there isn't a whole lot else to do in Saffron City at the moment, and I don't want to tackle the big building in the middle just yet. There's still some work that we need to do. So, for now, we're going to go here. I think trainers are so cool when they're battling. Don't you think so, too? I do. I wonder if I could become a cool trainer one day. Well, do you want to be a cool trainer or a cool trainer? Because cool trainers are not that great. All of us gathered here are fans of Pokemon trainers. The way they look in battle, they are the picture of coolness. Perhaps you will be taught about here, too, if you keep winning. Rock's the last word on cool. End of story. Now there's a guy who I want to be like. Rock is pretty cool, I 100% agree on that. Doesn't seem to be anything else back here. But it is kind of interesting that there is a club for not only fans of Pokemon, but fans of Pokemon trainers. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this quick little episode. There wasn't a whole lot to it, but it was an essential step in order to make progress on our journey. So next time on Pokemon Fire Red version, we are not going to be handling the Silph Coast situation. Trust me, we will come back here at some point, but there's another set of routes that I want to explore that will not only allow us to catch some new Pokemon, but will also enable us to give Rocklee his time to shine in the sun. Trust me, it's all gonna come to a head. See you guys then.